Hi everyone, good morning. So hope you are well. I think we have uh, completed, 10 classes, and today is gonna be class number 11, and this is the last class with me, right? So first of all, I'd like to ask you, so how did you enjoy the last 10 classes, right? So was it okay, excellent, or outstanding? So type in the chat box, and also let me know how are you today. And we're gonna start the class in a minute. So let me see if everything is okay. Yeah, perfect. Got it. So now I'd like to see your comment. Then we're gonna start the class. And today's class is all about um, the preposition, and the topic is how to use preposition according to the situation. So that's the topic of the today's class. So before starting today's class, I'd like to remind you, so what do you have learned in last 10 classes, right? So the first of all, we learned how to do um, introduce ourselves, and we did it. Then how to talk about our activities, what do you do in your life every single day. We talked about that as well. And regarding the favorite person, we have also um, talked about their activities. So the topic was, what does your favorite person do every day? And we have learned how to ask yes no question. For example, do you learn English? Do I teach you English? So according to the structure, we have done it. And then we have learned how to ask deep questions, and then we learn how to use past event. Then we learn again how to use yes no questions using the past form and WS questions. So this is how we learn so many things from last 7-8 classes. And last 2 classes was phenomenal. It was quite unique. We have learned how to do the comparison from one thing to another, one place to another. And also in the last class, we have learned how to do the transformation of sentence. That means if you know how to make it like from simple to complex, complex to compound, that means you know their stuff. And you will be able to prove yourself that you have got some sort of English proficiency, right? So thanks for joining all the classes with me, and thank you for submitting your homework. So please type in the chat box, how are you today? I'd like to see your answer, then would like to jump into the class. So today, basically, we'll cover a little bit about the modal as well, because we use this sort of modals in our speaking and writing as well. So the modals are can, could, may, might, should have, must. These are the modals. So I believe that, if you go through this and if you understand the sense of the sentences, you'll be able to use them in speaking and writing. Okay, so now I can see a few comments. So Iman Ahmed said, good afternoon. So good morning. It's 8 o'clock in the UK. Shafiqul Islam Rani said, fine. Okay, thank you for responding. And said, Alhamdulillah, fine, sir. Thank you. Mizan said, good. Okay, thank you, Mizan, joining to the class. So now I need to, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'll just okay, I'm just trying to find out the class where we have, okay, let me find out the presentation so that I can share with you. Okay, so there is an announcement as well for you. So tomorrow, again, I'm saying this is the last class with you for this batch. So tomorrow's class, you're gonna have Steve Trillagon, and you're gonna learn English from British native speakers. So how many of you are excited? Please type in the chat box, excited. I'd like to see how many of you are really excited to have a class with Steve. Please type in the chat box, excited. Okay. Type in the chat box, excited. So have you ever been to a class with native speaker? Still I can remember when I used to learn English. So I learned from different centers, and on the top of that, when I thought, okay, it's still I'm not confident enough, then someone advised me if you can learn English from native speaker. So I started looking for this. Then I found a gentleman in Bangladesh. So he was American and his name was Randy Petersham. So, the condition was I got to teach him Bengali and he's going to teach me English. So we became friends. And yeah, this is the relationship we had. He taught me a lot of things as a friend. And yeah, I'm really grateful to him. So today, this is the last class with me. However, tomorrow I'm gonna give you the opportunity to have a class with British native IELTS instructor. So he's gonna help you and he's gonna guide you how to get 7+ in IELTS, especially in speaking. Right. So I can see a lot of comments here. Sofikuloni said excited. Okay, thank you for responding. Tawhida said excited. Thank you for responding. Aldaf said I'm very much excited. Thank you for responding. Mizani said I missed the last class. Okay, Mizan, you should go for the recorded version and watch the class. So Tasnim Sudi said I'm very excited. Okay, thank you for responding. So now I'm gonna show you my presentation slide and we're gonna start the class. So the class is, first of all, we're gonna start with modal, right? So type in the chat box if you know what does it mean, modal, yes or no. Do you know? If you know, please type in the chat box yes. If you don't know, please type in this chat box no. So these are the modals, right? Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must. So we use can to show our ability. For example, I can speak English. So this is my ability that I can speak English, right? So to show the ability, we use can. So please type in the chat box ability, right? So could means past of can, right? So for example, I would say I could swim during my childhood, but now I forgot. Or I could recite Holy Quran, now I forgot, right? This is not the good thing to say anyway. So the past of can is good. So may means possibility, right? So you have got some sort of possibility, then you can use may. For example, it may rain in the morning. That means there are some sort of possibilities because I can see the cloud in the sky. So I use might, may, or might, right? So for future tense, we use shall. For some sort of suggestion, we should, for example, you should submit your homework every single day. So I'm suggesting you something, right? And should have verb 3. So should have we use for past tense. For example, you should have submitted all the homeworks by this time. Usit chilo, right? And will we use for future tense as well, and would we use the past possibilities, and must we use for certainty. For example, certainty, that means I must learn English, I must help you, I must earn huge amount of money so that I can support my family and friends, right? So these are the things. So I repeat, can means ability, could is past of can, may and might is possibility, we use shall for future tense, should use for suggestion, will use for future tense, would use for past possibilities, and must use for certainty. So these are the meaning of those modals. If you understood, please type in the chat box understood. I'd like to see how many of you really understood what I mean by this. Right, so now we're gonna make a lot of sentences using can. So this is how we can make sentences. I can practice, we can practice, you can practice, you can practice, they can practice, he can practice, she can practice, it can practice, Tony can practice. Just to make sure that he, she, it, Tony, you don't have to think about this regarding the modal. There is no s or es, right? So modal is shomoye es by es jog korte hoy na. So it's the plain sentences you got to make. So now you got to practice with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I can practice, we can practice, you can practice, you can practice, they can practice, he can practice, she can practice, it can practice, Tony can practice, right? So that means we are telling that we have got the ability to practice, right? So can means ability. Could, so past of can is could. So for example, now we're gonna make a lot of sentences using could. So I could practice, we could practice, you could practice, they could practice, he could practice, she could practice, he could practice,
Unknown
could
caller.
practice. Right. So this is how you got to practice. And the next one is may. Using may, we're gonna make a lot of sentences. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. So I may practice, that means possibility, right? I may practice, we may practice, you may practice, you may practice, they may practice, he may practice, she may practice, it may practice, Tony may practice, right? So please type in the chat box how many sentences you made using may. So if you have got less possibilities, use might, right? So I might see him in the afternoon. That means it's not sure, it's not certain that I'm gonna see him. If it is certainty, I would say I must see him in the evening. But if it's a little bit of possibilities, then I can say I might see him in the evening, right? So now we're gonna make a lot of sentences using might. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. So I might practice, we might practice, you might practice, they might practice, he might practice, she might practice, it might practice, Tony might practice, right? So this is how we need to make sentences. So Fazlu said 8 sentences. Thank you for responding, Fazlu. Next one is should, right? So we use should for suggestion or recommendation. You should visit that restaurant, you should read this book, you should learn English. So this kind of suggestion. So to express our suggestion, we use should. Please type in the chat box. Should means suggestions, right? So now we're gonna make a lot of sentences. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I should practice, you should practice, you should practice, they should practice, he should practice, she should practice, it should practice, Tony should practice. This is how we got to make a lot of sentences, right? The next one is should have. So the past of should is should have. So I should, you should, they should. This is the modal, right? এখন এইটার যদি আপনি পাস্ট মিনিং করতে চান আপনাকে ইউজ করতে হবে শুড হ্যাভ। ফর এক্সাম্পল আমি যদি বলি আপনার রেস্টুরেন্টে যাওয়া উচিত, ইউ শুড ভিজিট দ্য রেস্টুরেন্ট। এখন যদি বলি আপনার রেস্টুরেন্টে যাওয়া উচিত ছিল, ইউ শুড হ্যাভ ভিজিটেড দ্যাট রেস্টুরেন্ট, রাইট? শুড হ্যাভ ভিজিটেড। সো শুড হ্যাভ প্লাস ভার্ব 3. So if you'd like to use should as past, in should use you should have. So now we're gonna make a lot of sentences, right? So ready? So make sentences with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I should have practiced, we should have practiced, you should have practiced, they should have practiced, he should have practiced, she should have practiced, it should have practiced, Tony should have practiced, right? So this is how we need to practice. So would, again, if it is a bit past possibility, we could use would. Let's start again, right? 3, 2, 1, go. So I would practice, you would practice, they would practice, he would practice, she would practice, it would practice, Tony would practice. It's very easy, right? Next one is must, right? So if you'd like to show some sort of certainty, is 100% sure that you are gonna do something, then you should use must. For example, I must learn English, I must teach English, I must help you. So this is how I need to make a lot of sentences, right? So let's practice with me, right? So 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. I must practice, we must practice, you must practice, you must practice, they must practice, he must practice, she must practice, it must practice, Tony must practice. And now the question is, if you'd like to make questions, how are you gonna do it? Just you're gonna take modal before the subject. So for example, can you practice? Can you practice? So can plus subject plus. Okay, can you please type in the chat box? So if you'd like to make question, what would be the structure? Is modal plus subject plus verb plus question mark. Type in the chat box very quickly. Type in the chat box. Modal plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. So this is how you need to make questions using modal. Quickly type in the chat box. Modal plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Now you might ask questions. So how are we gonna do the WS question? It's the same procedure. So you need to put WS plus modal plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Now we're gonna make some sentences using why, right? Why? So for example, so why must, okay, so why must I practice, right? So why must I practice? Why must you practice? Why must you practice? Why must they practice? Why must he practice? Why must she practice? Why must East practice? Why must Tony practice? Right. So this is how you need to make these sort of sentences. So for example, if you like to use should, so why should you practice? Why should I practice? Why should you practice? Why should you practice? Why should they practice? Why should he practice? Why should she practice? Why should it practice? Why should it practice? Why should Tony practice? So modal plus subject plus verb plus question mark. And if you'd like to use WS questions, so WS plus modal plus subject plus verb plus question mark. I'd like to see everyone's comment. Can you please type in the chat box very quickly? Right. So Fahim said, can you read the book? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, so thank you for responding. Now we're gonna go a bit further, and the interesting lesson is on the way, right? So okay, so please type in the chat box modal plus sorry, WS question plus modal plus subject plus verb one. Very quickly, please type in the chat box modal WS question plus modal plus subject plus verb one. So this is how you need to make a lot of questions. So now we're gonna go further. So today's class is all about the preposition. So if you follow me, please type in the chat box preposition. I'd like to see. Please type in the chat box preposition. I'd like to see your comment. We're gonna start preposition. So before starting, I'd like to share with you something. Is we gonna practice two kinds of preposition. One is preposition of place. The other one is preposition of movement. Two kinds of preposition we're gonna use, because this kind of preposition we use time and again in our life, right? So that's why preposition of place and preposition of movement. Preposition of place, preposition of movement. So please type in the chat box preposition of place and preposition of movement. Right. So now I'd like to show you something. So today's lesson is a bit different. So we're gonna learn it from what is called seeing the picture, watching the videos, right? So please pay attention. And if you understand that this kind of situation, according to the picture or according to the video, I believe that you will be able to use preposition in different sort of situations. So that's why the topic of the today's class is how to use preposition according to situation, right? So preposition of place and preposition of movement, right? So place means static, it doesn't move, and preposition of movement means it has got some sort of movement, it's moving, right? So we need to use two kinds of preposition. Now I'd like to share it to you is so you see in the first one, preposition of place. So see my cursor, right? So the ball and the box. So if I ask you where is the ball, what should be your answer? Please type in the chat box. Where is the ball? In the first picture, where is the ball? The ball is in the box. The ball is in the box. So I'll ask you a question and you need to type your answer. So the next question is where is the ball? Where is the ball? Type in the chat box very quickly. Where is the ball? So just type shortcut so that we can move a bit faster. So the ball answer should be the ball is on the box. So just I'd like to see your answer shortcut on the box, right? So the next question is where is the ball? Third question. Where is the ball? Very quickly type in the chat box. Where is the ball? The ball is under the box, right? The ball is under the box. Next thing, where is the ball? The ball is next to the box, right? So now we can use a lot of preposition. Now I'd like to ask you a few questions. So if I ask you where are you sitting now, you can say I'm sitting on the chair, I'm sitting on the bed. So type in the chat box, where are you sitting right now? Where are you sitting right now? Type in the chat box. So your answer should be I'm sitting on the chair, I'm sitting on the bed, I'm sitting whatever, right? On the floor. So that should be your answer. So if you understand where is the ball, so the ball is in the box, on the box, under the box, next to the box. So if you understand these four different type of situation, that means you understand preposition of place, right? So now I'm asking you, where are you sitting right now? Type in the chat box very quickly. Where are you sitting right now? Can you please answer me? Where are you sitting right now? So now I'd like to read some answer from you. So Shumanila said in the box. That's right. Shumanila said on the box, under the box, beside the box, next to the box. And Shuman said he's sitting on the chair. Fazli said I'm sitting on the chair. Okay, that's right. Imon said I'm sitting on the sofa. So the spelling should be SOFA. Tohida said sitting on the chair. Okay, that's right. Thank you for responding. Right. So next thing is between, right? Between. So you see the two boxes over there, and the ball is between the boxes, right? So if I ask you where's the ball in the second line, answer me. Where is the box? Where is the ball? The ball is between the boxes. Between the boxes. Now if you ask me where I'm sitting right now, I can say I'm sitting on the chair between the walls, right? So there are two walls, and I can say I'm sitting on the chair between the walls, right? So if you'd like to use two things, and if you'd like to mention something between these two things, you should use between, right? So the next is where is the ball? So if you get something more than two, then you should use among instead of between. যদি দুইয়ের অধিক বেশি কিছু পান তাহলে আপনি কি ইউজ করবেন? among the boxes. So where is the ball? The ball is among the boxes. And the next one is where is the ball? The ball is in front of the box. So now if I ask you where I'm sitting right now, I'm sitting in front of the bookshelf, right? I'm sitting in front of the bookshelf. So next is where is the box? Where is the ball? The ball is behind the box. Behind the box. So where is the bookshelf? Bookshelf is behind me. Bookshelf is behind me. So behind the box, right? Okay, next question. Number three is above the box. So if you see it's not touching with the surface, then it's above the box. So for example, now if you see the mouse and the hand is here. So where is the mouse? The mouse is above the hand, right? So if there is something vacuum, empty, then we should use above the box. And the next one is where is the ball? The ball is below the box. Below the box. So above the box, below the box, right? And next one is where is the ball? The ball is near the box. And where is the ball? You see the box and the ball. The ball is far from the box. The ball is far from the box. So if you understand this kind of preposition, that means you will be able to utilize them for different sort of places, right? So now what we have learned is, okay, now can you please repeat with me? So ask and answer. So where is the ball? The ball is inside the box or in the box. Next one, where is the ball? The ball is on the box. Where is the ball? The ball is under the box. Where is the ball? The ball is next to the box, right? So keep practicing with me. Where is the ball? The ball is between the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is among the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is in front of the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is behind the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is above the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is below the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is near the box. Where is the ball? The ball is far from the box, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have learned 12 prepositions of place, right? These are the preposition of places, right? So now I would like to ask you a question. Do you understand the difference between what is that? Okay, on the box and above the box. So the ball is on the box, right? That means the ball touches the box. That's why on the box. And here you see the ball is under the box. So ball touches the box. That's why it's under the box. But here you see the ball is above the box. The ball is below the box. So if you see there is empty something, there is nothing touching, then you should use above and below. And if it's touching, then you should use on the ball, on the box, under the box. Did you get the difference? If you understood what's the difference between under the box and below the box, above the box, on the box, so please type in the chat box understood. Type in the chat box understood. Now, so preposition of movement. Movement means norachara kora. So what sort of preposition we're gonna use when we see the movement, right? So this is the preposition of movements. You see, the ball is rolling down the stairs. The ball is rolling down the stairs. The ball is rolling up the stairs. So you can also say, if someone is asking you, what are you doing right now? And if you are walking up the stairs, you can say, I'm walking up the stairs. If you're walking down the stairs, you can say, I'm walking down the stairs. So that's called preposition of movement. So down the stairs, up the stairs, right? So next question is, where is the ball? You see the ball is going out of the box. So movement. So where is the ball? The ball is going out of the box. What is the ball? The ball is going into the box. Going into the box. So we can say we are going into the car. We are going into the train. So when you walk and get into the train, get into the bus, get into the car. So we can use this sort of preposition, right? So also you can say get out of the car, get out of the bus, get out of the train. We can also use get off as well, but according to this preposition, you can use them, right? So you see he's toward the box. What is the ball? The ball is going toward the box. That means direction. Can you please type in the chat box? This is very important to understand. Toward means destination. Very quickly, type in the chat box. Toward means destination. For example, if you ask me, where are you going now? Or where are you driving now? I would say I'm driving down towards London. I haven't fixed the destination yet. Just I'm saying you, I'm going towards London. Then I can go to Ilford, I can go to Barking, I can go to East London, right? But when I say I'm going to East London, that means that's my destination. Then I'm using to. So when you have got the destination, use to, and when you have direction, use towards, not destination. So destination towards means destination to, sorry, towards means direction, and to means destination. Can you please type in the chat box? Toward means this direction, and to means destination. I'd like to see these two words. Type in the chat box very quickly. Towards means destination, towards means direction, to means destination. For example, you can say I'm going towards Dhaka, I'm going towards Gazipur, I'm going towards Lahore, I'm going towards New Delhi. That means you haven't set up your destination yet. But when you say destination, that means I'm going to Dhaka, I'm going to New Delhi, I'm going to Karachi, right? So towards means direction and to means destination. So when you'd like to use some sort of what is called destination, you should use to, and when you'd like to use some sort of direction, you should use towards. So did you understand this difference between to and towards? If you understood, please type in the chat box understood. Okay, next one is away from the box. So where's the ball? The ball is going away from the box. So if you ask him, ask someone else, so where is Milan? Milan is going away from the house. The Milan is going away from the house. So now you see the ball is crossing the box, passing the box. So you can see the ball is past the box, and you see the ball is going over the box. The ball is going over the box, right? So the next line, onto the box, of the box, you see the ball. So this is the movement, that's why onto, right? So the ball is going onto the box. The ball is falling off the box. The ball is falling off the box. Next one is the ball is around the cube. The ball is around the cube. So the ball is moving, is running. So we can say the ball is around the cube. And next one is ball is under the box. The ball is going under the box, right? So we use this sort of preposition for movement. So My question is, from now on, would you be able to use preposition of place and preposition of movement? So if you can, please type in the chat box, yes, I can. I'd like to see how many of you would be able to use this sort of preposition of place and preposition of movement. Type in the chat box, I can, if you can. Right. So now we're gonna go a bit down. So here we would like to make it a lot more clear. So at, right? So at meanings used to say exactly where something or someone is. Example, I saw a cat at the window, right? Exactly where it is. To mention that, we should use at. So for example, where is the cat? So I saw a cat at the window. The cat is at the window. Next one is, you see, so there is a gap between dog and cat. So if I ask you, where is the cat? The cat is above the dog. So there is nothing between. Here is a big gap, right? So once you see the big gap, you should use above. So you see again, so if something is lower than something else, then you should use below. So the dog lies below the cat. The dog lies below the cat, right? So next one is on. So on means touching a surface or being supported by a surface, right? So a dog lies on the rug. A dog lies on the rug. A dog lies on the rug, right? So rug means madur or something else. So under, right? Lower than something else. So see, where is the dog? The dog is under the desk or under the table. The dog is under the desk or under the table. So on top of, you see, this is a cat and this is the table. So if I ask you, where was the cat? There was a cat on the top of the table. There was a cat on the top of the table. If I ask you, where was the cat? The answer should be, there was a cat on the top of the table. In front of, right? So my laptop is in front of me. Your mobile phone is in front of you. So if I ask you, where is your mobile phone? Where is your laptop? What should be your answer? Please type in the chat box. The mobile phone is in front of me. So you see, so the cat is in front of the fireplace. So this is the fireplace and this is the cat. So where is the cat, or where was the cat? The cat was in front of the fireplace. Next one is between. So you can see is a black cat, is a yellow cat, right? And there is a mouse. So where is the mouse? The mouse is between the cats. The mouse is between the cats. Next one is, so where is the mouse? You see a mouse inside the drawer. So once you see something inside the drawer, so you should say inside or in the drawer. So where will you find the mouse? You will find the mouse in the drawer, right? Next to, you see next to dog and the boy. So next to, right? The dog came and sat next to the boy. The dog came and sat next to the boy. So this is how you use next to. Behind, right? Bookshelf is behind me. So you see, so this is the chair and this is the dog. So where is the dog? The dog is still sat behind the chair, or the dog is sitting behind the chair, right? So this is called behind. And sometimes you can pronounce behind as well. That's right as well. Behind, whatever you'd like to use. So next one is preposition of place, right? So now you can see at the window, above the window, below the window, sorry, below the cat, and next one is in front of the fireplace, between the cats, in the drawer, now next to, behind, right? So this is the thing you got to understand. Now would like to recap. So where is the ball? So answer me loudly, right? Where is the ball? The ball is in the box. Where is the ball? The ball is on the box. Where is the ball? The ball is under the box. Where is the ball? The ball is next to the box. Where is the ball? The ball is between the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is among the boxes. Where is the ball? The ball is in front of the box. Where is the ball? The ball is behind the box, right? So where is the ball? The ball is above the box. Where is the ball? The ball is below the box. So not touching surface, not touching surface. Where is the ball? The ball is near the box. Where is the ball? The ball is far from the box, right? So where is the ball? The ball is at the door, right? So this is how you need to use. So now would like to give some more examples. So for example, down, it is easier to run down the hill than go up, right? So this is how you need to use preposition down. She doesn't like riding her bike up these hills, right? Up these hills. Walking up the stairs, walking down the stairs. So out of, he jumped out of the window, right? Jumped out of the window. He got out of the bus. So don't put new wine into old bottles, okay? Into. If you put something into inside, then you should say into. So pour some water or pour some milk into my cups, right? So this is how I need to say. Towards, she was carrying a suitcase and walking towards, right? So towards means direction, and away. So Dina was crying as she drove slowly away, right? So past, you drive past the stadium on your way to work, don't you? So you drive past the stadium. So we can say we walk past the school, we walk past the market, we walk past the something else, right? So once you're passing something, you say past this, right? So over, the hotel is over the bridge. Over, the hotel is over the bridge. Onto, I slipped as I stepped into the platform. I must be off now. Her hair wiped around her face on the wind, in the wind. The pen fell under the desk. We went for a walk along a beach tonight. The boys swam. Okay, so now would like to see the preposition of movement one more time. So the ball is rolling down the stairs. The ball is rolling up the stairs. The ball is going out of the box. The ball is going into the box, right? So these are the preposition of movement. So you should use this sort of preposition when you have got some sort of movement. So next one is the ball is rolling toward the box. The ball is rolling away from the box. The ball is rolling past the box. The ball is rolling over the box. The ball is onto the box. The ball is falling off the box. The ball is moving around the cube. The ball is under the box. Then along the road, you see, along the road. So the ball is going along the road across. So if you cross the road, you can say across. He's walking across the road, or he is crossing the road, right? Through the tube, for example, through the tunnel, something like this, you can say. Now the interesting thing is, I'm gonna show you something is very important. All you got to do is you need to okay, you need to practice with me. So this is the video I'm gonna play, and I will show the actions, and you need to write down the preposition, right? Are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box READY. I'm gonna show you a video. All you got to do is you got to just type the preposition. What sort of preposition you should use? Are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box ready. So I'm gonna play the video, right? So I'm gonna put the sound as well so that you can listen to it properly, right? So I'm gonna play the video and I'll pause it, and by this time I'm gonna give you 30 seconds, only 30 seconds to answer. I need to answer it. Are you ready? Ready.
Prepositions of place.
Okay, so where is the ball? Please type in the chat box. Where is the ball? Very quickly type in the chat box. 30 seconds time. Where is the ball? And the second question is, where is the ball again? So number one, answer me. Number two, answer me, please. Very quickly. 30 seconds.
Above the box.
Okay, the answer is above the box.
Below the box.
Below the box, right? Above the box, below the box. Next. Okay, answer me. Where is the ball? Third and fourth. Where is the ball? What should be third answer? What should be fourth answer? Type in the chat box quickly. Okay. 20, 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Time's up, right? So where is the ball?
On the box.
So answer is on the box.
Under the box.
And under the box, right? Okay, next question. Ready? Okay, so answer me. Where is the ball? Very quickly, type in the chat box. Where is the ball? So see the situation, see the scenario. Please answer me. Where is the ball? In the fifth and sixth question, where is the ball and where is the ball? Very quickly, type in the chat box. Okay, I'm playing the video.
In front of the box.
In front of the box.
Behind the box.
Behind the box, right? Okay, getting a lot of answers. Next question. Where's the ball?
Next to.
Okay, so next to the box.
To the box. In the box.
And in the box, right? In the box. Next question. Get ready. Answer me properly. Okay, so where's the ball? Type in the chat box very quickly. I'd like to see everyone else answer quickly. Go fast, right? So tomorrow you're gonna have a class with Steve. Make sure you come on time, and he's gonna teach you how to get a better score in IELTS speaking, especially 7+ in IELTS speaking. So I know there are a lot of students here. You'd like to get a better score like 7+ in IELTS, and you'd like to materialize your dream. You'd like to see your dreams come true. So you can't afford to miss the class. And if you'd like to have this sort of classes, paying him, you got to pay like 4,000 taka for 1 hour. That's how much he charges, right? So if you miss tomorrow's class, you missed 4,000 taka, right? So make sure 4,000, right? So now answer me. So what is the box?
Between the boxes.
Between the boxes.
Among the boxes.
Among the boxes. Okay, next one. Next one. Okay, so where's the box? Where's the box? Type in the chat box very quickly. I'd like to see your answer. Then you're gonna move forward, right? Where's the box? Right, so I'm not giving you the answer yet. Type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly, type in the chat box. So what sort of prepositioning you're gonna use in this situation? The one is you see, the other one is you see, right? So type in the chat box very quickly. Thank you for responding.
Near the box.
So the ball is near the box.
Far from the box.
The ball is going far from the box, right? So these are the preposition you have answered me. Excellent, congratulations. So now the next one is
prepositions of movement.
So preposition of movement. So again, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna take a test. Ready? Ready. So the first one. Tell me the preposition. What sort of preposition you should use for this? The box is here. The ball is. So type in the chat box very quickly. Okay. So you see the ball swinged, right? So what sort of preposition are you gonna use? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Type in the chat box very quickly.
onto the box.
So the preposition would be onto the box. Right. Next one. Ready? So what sort of preposition are you going to use? Quickly type in the chat box. What sort of preposition are you going to use? Okay.
Off the box.
So off the box. Off the box. Next one. Okay. So now you see the direction of the ball. So what sort of preposition are you going to use? Please type in the chat box. I'd like to see who can answer it right. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Okay, see the answer.
Under the box.
Under the box. Okay, next one. Okay, so what sort of preposition are you going to use here? Quickly type in the chat box, right? I'd like to see. I'd like to see.
Over the box.
So it's over the box. Okay. So what would be the preposition for this situation? Type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly. Okay. So 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, time's up.
Away from the box.
So the ball is going away from the box. Okay, so what sort of preposition are you going to use? Quickly type in the chat box. What sort of preposition are you going to use?
Toward the box.
Toward the box. The ball is going toward the box. That means direction, right? Toward the box. Okay, so here, what kind of preposition are you going to use? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly. You can see. Okay, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. Here you go.
Past the box.
Past the box. Okay. So away from the box, toward the box, past the box. So where is the ball going? Type in the chat box very quickly. Where is the ball going?
Through the tube.
So through the tube. Kono kichu bhitor diye gele through the tube, through the tunnel, right? Through the pipe, right? Now you see the ball is going. So what sort of preposition you're going to use? So these are the preposition we use for movement. So it's called preposition of movement, right? So once you see some sort of movement, then you should use this sort of preposition. So answer me, where the ball is going?
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs, okay? Up the stairs. Next one. Next one, type in the chat box. What sort of preposition are you going to use? Very quickly. Very quickly. So where is the ball going?
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs, right? So walking down the stairs, rolling, the ball is rolling down the stairs. So down the stairs, right? Going uphill, going downhill, going up a stair, going down a stairs, right?
Out of the
So the ball is going out of the box.
box. Into the box.
Into the box. Okay, next one.
Around the box.
Okay, the ball is rolling around the box. Next one. Type in the chat box. So seeing this scenario, what sort of preposition are you going to use? Type in the chat box very quickly. I'd like to see. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Right. So
Along the road.
along the road. Okay.
Across the road.
So if something is crossing, then you can use across, right? Across the road. So these are the preposition you have used.
Prepositions of place.
Type in the chat box, right? So where is the cat? Where is the cat?
Above the dog.
Above the dog. Okay, excellent. So respond me in the chat box.
Below the cat.
So the dog is, where is the dog? The dog is below the cat. Next one. Where is the cat? In the first picture, where is the cat?
In front of the fireplace.
The cat is in front of the fireplace, in front of. Next one. So where's the dog?
Behind the chair.
So the dog is behind the chair. Okay, next one. Quickly type in the chat box. So where's the dog?
Next to the boy.
The dog is next to the boy. Next to the boy. Okay, next one. So where's the mouse? Where's the mouse?
In the drawer.
In the drawer, right? Next one.
On the rug.
On the rug. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Now I feel that now you understand the preposition, you know how to use them.
Between the cats.
So where is the rat? The rat is between the cats. Okay. Next one. So you see the desk and you see the cat. Where's the cat?
On top of the table.
On top of the table or on top of the desk. Next one. Where is the dog?
Under the desk.
Under the desk. Under the desk. Okay, so
are you a parent and struggling?
thank you. So we have gone through a lot of situations, and I asked you a lot of questions regarding the preposition, and you answered me. So now, can you please type in the chat box if you understood what sort of preposition you should use in which situation? Type in the chat box understood if you do, right? I'd like to see how many of you really understood the preposition. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, again, I'm gonna pull up the presentation. So can you please type in the chat box, what can you see on the screen? How many alphabet do you see on the screen? Let me share the screen so that you can see it. Yeah, type in the chat box. So what is written below? Type in the chat box very quickly. So how many alphabets can you see? Right. So please type in the chat box very quickly how many alphabets you can see. So there are 3 alphabets or 3 letters you can see is P, T, and K. P, T, and K. Okay, pronounce it with me. P, T, and K. So if you can pronounce these 3 words, then you will see your pronunciation is going to be a different, your accent is going to be a different. So from now on, we will not say P, we're going to say P, T, and K. For example, place, performance, T, to, twinkle, twinkle, K for kilo, right? So these are the sounds we're gonna put some sort of stress, and that's why I have got some sort of video to show you, and we're gonna practice with a native speaker, right? So I'm gonna play the video, and we're gonna practice with the lady how she's using this sort of words, P, T, and K, right? P, T, and K. Right, so pronounce with me, P, T, and K. So how you gonna assess yourself that whether you can pronounce this word or not? So all you got to do is you need to take a piece of paste and you need to say P, T, and K. So if the air hit this page, that means you are pronouncing right way, P, T, and K. Right, so we're gonna go a bit further. So P, T, and K. Right, so from now on we'll say okay. Okay, so now going a bit further, and of course I'm gonna show you some sort of video, but before that, just make sure P, T, and K you pronounce right way, right? So can you please type in the chat box P, T, and K? So that's the 3 sounds we're gonna learn very well.
For me especially, Grammarly is very, very helpful when writing.
So that we can understand, very well. So today our mission is to understand these 3 sounds P, T, and K. Okay, so now I'd like to invite the lady to teach you how to pronounce P, T, and K. These are the sounds. So please type in the chat box P, T, and K. P, T, and K. Okay, now I'd like to play the video, and before that I'd like to can you see my screen? Please type in the chat box if you can see. Type in the chat box if you can see my screen. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. No, you cannot. Okay, so let me share my screen. So these are the videos you're gonna learn P, T, and K sound with this lady, right? So are you ready? So make sure you practice with her. Even myself, when I watch this video, I practice. So I would definitely recommend you please practice with her. The way she pronounced the word, the way she put a stress on the word. So do that with her. So let's do the practice. Right.
Clear English Corner. In today's American English pronunciation lesson, we're going to talk about what I like to call the air puff sounds. This group of sounds includes p, represented by the letter P, T, represented by the letter T, and K, represented most often by the letters C and K. Here's the secret to these sounds. At the beginning of words and stressed or emphasized syllables, these sounds are aspirated or pronounced with a puff of air, hence the name air puff sounds. The tendency for a lot of non-native English speakers is to pronounce these sounds without the air puff. As a result, the air puff sounds begin to sound more like their cognate or sister sounds. So p sounds more like b, t sounds more like d, and k sounds more like g. When this happens, words like pig and big, to and do, came and game begin to sound the same. So here's the trick. If you're pronouncing the air puff sounds correctly, you can actually feel a small puff of air on your hand if you hold it up in front of your lips. Try it with me. P, p, air puff. B, no air puff. T, t, air puff. D, no air puff. K, k, air puff. G, no air puff. So again, we can use minimal pairs, which are words that are exactly the same except for the sounds that we're contrasting, to really get a feel and focus on how the sounds are different, the sounds that we want to produce versus the sounds that we're currently producing. So let's try some minimal pairs for p and b, p, b.
Okay, so please make sure that you practice with her, right? So we're gonna practice with her. So the way she pronouncing, the way she is showing us, we're gonna do the same way, right? So can you please type in the chat box mimic? So we're gonna mimic her, we're gonna copy her, we're gonna model her, right? Exactly the same way what she does. So are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box mimic her. Mimic, type in the chat box mimic, right? And now we're gonna follow her, we're gonna mimic her, we're gonna copy her. So let's do it.
Pen,
Pen,
ben,
ben,
pay,
pay,
bay,
bay,
peach,
peach,
beach,
beach,
park,
park,
bark,
bark,
pig,
pig,
big,
big,
path,
path,
bath,
bath,
pug,
pug,
bug,
bug,
pie,
pie,
buy,
buy,
peg,
pig,
beg.
beg.
Are you feeling that puff of air on your hand as you pronounce the words that start with P? P, p. Let's try some pairs with T and D. Now for these pairs, because of the way your tongue is changing the path of the air leaving your mouth, you won't feel the air puff coming directly in front of your lips like it does with P. You'll want to hold your hand at an angle downward because the air moves away from your mouth in a downward motion for this sound. So let's give it a try. 10,
10,
den,
den,
2,
2,
do,
do,
T,
T,
D,
D,
tip,
tip,
dip,
dip,
tie,
tie,
die,
die,
town,
town,
down,
down,
tank,
tank,
dank,
dank,
tour,
toe,
door,
door,
tart,
tart,
dart,
dart,
tug,
tug,
dug.
dug.
Awesome. And finally, let's try some pairs for K and G. Again, because the path the air is taking as it leaves your mouth, you'll want to hold your hand at more of a downward angle in order to feel the air puff as you make this sound. Here we go. Card.
Card.
Guard.
Guard.
Class.
Class.
Glass.
Glass.
Coal.
Coal.
Goal.
Goal.
Cap.
Cap.
Gap.
Gap.
Cage.
Cage.
Gauge.
Gauge.
Coat.
Coat.
Goat.
Goat.
Cold.
Cold.
Gold.
Gold.
Curl.
Curl.
Girl.
Girl.
Came.
Came.
Game.
Game.
Could.
Could.
Good.
Good.
Excellent practice. Now, remember, as you're working through these pairs, the puff of air isn't forceful. You don't want to overdo it like someone is socking you in the stomach. No, that's not what we want. It's not a pin or a tip or a coat. It's a pin, a tip, or a coat. So in parting, just remember when these sounds come at the beginning of words or stressed syllables, they're pronounced with a gentle puff of air. So there you have it, the inside scoop on air puff sounds and how to pronounce these sounds in American English. Are you ready for some more help and a little extra practice to take your skills to the next level? Once again, I've got you covered. You can download your list of the...
Okay. So thank you. So we have practiced the sound P, T, and K. So can you please type in the chat box from now on? Would you be able to use them? P, T, and K sound. And if you are clear about these three sounds, P, T, and K, so you need to put a stress, P, T, and K. So if you are clear, please type in the chat box C-L-E-A-R, clear. I'd like to see how many of you are really clear about these three sounds. Okay, so next. Okay, so these are the some sort of brainstorming thing you can do. You can use, you can make a story with these words. So painter, painting, plane, people, punch, place, push, peace, peacock, perfect, party, right? 10, tank, taka, ton, tremendous, tensed, take, tea, task, told, and keep, kid, kind, king, kingdom, kidnap, kill, kitchen, kindergarten, right? So using these sort of words, you can make a story. You can make a story, and you can also practice this sound, whether it sounds like exactly what the lady taught us, right? So yeah, do this at your convenient time. And now I'd like to give you some sort of homework, right? So the homework is, part one is, how much money do you need in your life? Type in the chat box. How much money do you need in your life? Type in the chat box. Because you know, sometimes we don't see the clarity. We say we need a lot of money. What does mean a lot of money? Is it 1,000 taka? Is it 1 crore? Is it 1 million? It is 1 billion. So how much money do you need in your life? Please type in the chat box. How much money do you need in your life? Just give me a number in the chat box. And the next question is, what would you do with that money? So what's your desire? So let's say you can say, well, I need 1 crore in my life. And then the next question you need to answer, what do you do with that money? So once I have got 1 crore taka in my bank, I'll do plenty of things. First of all, number 1, number 2, number 3, right? So how would you spend that amount of money? Make your budget, right? So how much money would you spend for your family? How much money would you spend for your village? How much money would you spend for poor people? Building up some sort of schools, colleges, or probably tubewell, something like this, right? So how would you spend that money? So you need to have budget. Part 2 is more important. Part 2 is more important. So part 2 is more important is, how will you achieve that? Describe your financial plan and action plan. So for example, for me, if I say I need 100 million pounds in my life, right? So let's say that's the part one. So what do you do with that money? So let's say I would say there are plenty of things I have got in my bucket list. So first of all, I would say I'll buy a jet, because this is my strong desire. So I'd like to fly a jet, private jet, and I'd like to own it. And secondly, definitely, I'd like to help my family. Probably I would buy an apartment somewhere in Dhaka city, and so that they don't have to stay in a hotel when they come to Dhaka city for many reasons. And later on, I have got a great plan that I'd like to build an orphanage, so where a lot of students who don't have parents, they will study there, they will stay there. There's going to be the residential orphanage. And for them, I'd like to do a lot of things. First of all, I'd like to teach them the Islamic curriculum, and secondly, English language. Third is IT. So the reasons we're going to do it is, once they finish their course, I mean Islamic curriculum, once they finish, they'll be able to speak English as well, and they'll be very expert in IT. So once you have got some sort of skills like IT and English, so you can earn so much money around the world, because now the world becomes a village due to internet. So that's what I do. And also right. And part two, how will you achieve that, and describe your financial plan, action plan. So this is how I need to give the financial plan or action plan. So right now, I have got offices in London, Birmingham, Manchester, Dhaka, Sylhet, and India and Pakistan. So in future, I'd like to open up more offices in Africa and some other Asian countries as well. And I'd like to open up some more offices in the UK, for example, Luton and Leeds as well. And also would like to level up our game. That means now we are working as a consultancy firm, and our next step is would like to have some sort of franchisee from university. That means we'd like to build a campus, and we're going to run the courses on behalf of university, and students will come to learn, and they will become graduate, postgraduate. And so once we can do that, so we can serve a lot of students, and we can earn a lot of money as well. And this is how we're going to do it. So I believe that, I mean, if I can help like 5,000, not 5,000, 10,000 students building a campus, I would be able to make 100 million. So that's my action plan. In 5 years time, I'm going to do this. In 10 years time, I'm going to do this. In 15 years time, I'm going to hit my 100 million, right? So thanks for listening to me. So this is how you need to practice this question, and you need to ask and answer, right? So be practical, because we are we become what we think. Type in the chat box. This is very important message I'd like to give you. We become what we think. We become what we think. So if you think you are genius, you are a hardworking person, you are an achiever, you are not quitter. So if you are thinking that, you become that. And if you think if you are full of shit, you are not committed, you can't do anything good for your family, for yourself, for your friends, for the country, for the community, you are shit, right? So believe in yourself. So that's why I told you, this is the powerful message I learned from my business mentor. So what do you think? We become that. So in other way, you can say, we become what do you think? Type in the chat box. We become what do you think? So think positively, right? So if you say, I can earn £1 million a year, that's right. If you say, I cannot earn £1 million a year, that's also right. Because the reason is, we become what we think. So I'd like to urge you, think big, think positive, right? So there is a one shot in your life. So don't regret. So I don't like to regret in my older life that I didn't try this, I didn't try that. I'd like to try the good way, everything, so that I shouldn't regret at my later age. So please type in the chat box, we became what do you think? So make sure you think something very big, positive. So the reason I'm saying this is it might be the financial plan for your life. So be honest with yourself. Ask yourself deeply, how much money do I need in my life? How much money, right? So, some of the people, they are not ambitious. That's fine with you as well. Just think about this. If something happened to your family, someone is diagnosed by cancer, you need a lot of money to support them for their treatment, right? Probably one of your relatives, right? You need to support them. So if you don't earn that much money, enough money, that means you are selfish. So you got to earn so much money. That's my philosophy, right? And once you can earn a lot of money, you can help yourself, you can help your family, you can help others as well, right? So a lot of people, they say, I'd like to change the world. So if you'd like to change the world, change yourself first. And it starts from here, right? So make sure we become what I think. So think positive. And I'm glad that in my school and college life, I started thinking that, well, one day I will travel. I'll travel the world. I'll do business. I didn't know how. I didn't know what business, but I started dreaming that, okay, one day I'll travel the world and I'll do business internationally. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm living in my dream. So this is the one more thing as well. So what do you think? Start thinking today is going to happen in future. So start thinking right now. What do you like to achieve in your life? If you haven't achieved in first year, second year, fourth year, 10 years time, that doesn't mean you failed, right? You are working towards your goal. You are working to your destination. You are going there. Probably is sooner or later, right? So that's how you need to work on your dream. So how much money do you need in your life? What are you going to do with that money? How do you spend that amount of money? Make your budget. And part two is, you said you want to earn 1 million pounds. So now the question is, how will you achieve that, right? Show your goal. Show your action plan. Show your action plan, short term and long term. For example, first year this, 5 year this, 10 years this, right? And just visualize how you're going to achieve that. So the next thing I'd like to say, if you can see it, you can achieve it. Type in the chat box. If I can see it, I can achieve it. The importance of visualization is, if you can see in your imagination, it becomes real later on. So please type in the chat box, if I can see it, I can achieve it. So my humble request to you is, so talk to yourself. Don't think what my parents want from me, my friends want from me, my family wants from me. Ask yourself, what do you want from yourself? What do you want to become, right? So once you see that, okay, I'd like to become that person, I'd like to become that. So find out the best person in that industry. For example, you'd like to be a best teacher. So find out in the teaching industry, who is the best teacher. Model him or her. Ask for help. Learn from him or her, right? So this is how you got to do this. So please type in the chat box, if I can see it, I can achieve it. So that's why once, all you need to do is, you need to start thinking, then you need to start visualization. You need to imagine. And once you can imagine, once you see that in your imagination, you can achieve it later, right? So having said that, we'd like to wrap it up the class here. So make sure you have submit your homework before coming tomorrow's class. So tomorrow's class would be the last class with Steve Chulagan. I'll be with you anyway, but the class will be conducted by Steve. So if you follow me and if you understand me, please type in the chat box, who's gonna take your class tomorrow? Type in the chat box very quickly. Type in the chat box and come to the class on time. Don't delay. Come to the class on time. So type in the chat box, who will conduct your tomorrow's class. If you know his name, please type in the chat box. And thank you for joining today. And the final question I'd like to ask you, How did you find today's class? Is it okay, excellent, or outstanding, or not useful, not helpful? Type in the chat box. Type in the chat box. How did you find today's class? Okay, excellent, outstanding, not helpful. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. I'd like to see you tomorrow, and tomorrow class will be conducted by Steve Tulagon. Make sure you come to the class on time, and that's some sort of exam for me as well, because what I believe is, if you attended all the classes with me, if you practiced with me, if you submitted your homework, I do believe that you will understand Steve like 70 to 100%. Probably from the very beginning, you wouldn't be able to. Probably you'll miss something because of his accent and all that stuff. But all of a sudden, you'll see, well, he's not different than Habib sir. I can understand him. I can listen to him. I can ask him questions. That means I understand the language from a native speaker, right? So thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.